Dear students, so now we are going to I'm going to discuss about stoichiometry. So this is the lesson that I do not discuss on the face-to-face sa section B. So again, what is a stoichiometry? A stoichiometry is the uh, may expression of the quantitative relationship or pagdetermine ng quantitative relationship between the reactant and the product or reactants to reactants. So meron tayong apat na quantitative relationship. So on my face-to-face on you, I already discussed how to convert mole into mass of a certain compound or substance. Now, I'm going to discuss to you is the relationship between a particular substance in a chemical reactions, particularly the reactant in the product. So we have mole to mole, we have no mole to mass, we have mass to mole, and mass to mass. Okay? So now we're going to practice to answer practice problem. First one is the mole to mole. Okay, so sa mga ganitong klase ng stoichiometric problem, ang given natin here is mole. Goes like this. Katulad nitong nakikita nyo. Mole ang given. Tapos ang pinapakuha ng problem ay moles din. Okay? So now let us read what is the problem. Calcium carbonate in bones can be dissolved by hydrochloric acid. So, given po yung recipe natin dito, yung pinakang chemical equation na balance, ito po yung pinakang recipe natin na susundin sa bawat stoichiometric problem. So, we have the reaction of the calcium carbonate. 1 mole of calcium carbonate reacted with 2 moles of hydrochloric acid, producing the 3 product. We have the 1 mole of calcium chloride, 1 mole of water, and 1 mole of CO2. Okay? Sabi dito, if 0.800 mole of hydrochloric acid reacts completely, how many moles of CO2 are produced? So sabi, if this one reacts completely, pero hindi 2 moles ito kasi dito sa ating di ba CO2 at saka yung involved sa problem. Dito sa recipe, every 2 moles of HCl, 1 mole ng CO2 ang produced. Now, what if 0.800 moles lang ng HCl ang ating nireact completely? How many moles naman ang mapuproduce? So, to begin with, ang una nyo laging concern dyan is yung ating given. So here, we have given this 0.800 mole of HCl. Okay? Then also, concern nyo rin yung isang involved na substance. So we are now see that the HCl is our reactant, okay, and CO2 is the product, yung quantitative relationship nila. Pero this time mole to mole pa lang, which is the ECS. So you always write first the given, which is 0.800 mole of HCl. Okay? So, and i-multiply nyo lang siya sa stoichiometric ratio. Sir, saan po makukita yung stoichiometric ratio? The stoichiometric ratio can be ay makikita nyo dito sa balanced chemical equation. So, ang involved natin lang, ang inyong i-mind lang dito sa ating is the HCl at saka yung carbon dioxide. So, itong nakikita yung number na yan, yung 2 na yan, at saka yung 1 na yan, yan yung gagamitin nyo dito sa ating stoichiometric ratio. So, now we're going to copy this 2. At saan natin ilalagay itong 2HCl? Kung ano yung nasa given natin, 2HCl, mole of HCl, yun po ilalagay natin sa bottom. So, we have 2HCl. Tapos, sino pa po yung involved natin? Ang involved pa po natin isa ay si CO2 lang. Huwag po natin papakalman yung mga hindi naman binanggit. Katulad ng calcium chloride at CO2 lang po kasi yun sabi. How many moles of CO2 are formed? So, lalagay natin yung katumbas ng 2 moles dito sa ating recipe. ay 1 mole of CO2. So, bali, hindi natin lalagay ang ano. So, CO2. Now, you can see that on the upper part and the lower part, same siya ha. Mole din itong ano nito. Hindi lang natin naisulat. Pwede po natin siyang i-cancel. Ang matitira po natin ay mole ng CO2 here. So, now, if we're going to multiply it to 1, ay magiging sagot nyo dyan ay 0.800 divided by 2, which is equivalent to 0.400 mole of CO2. That's it. So, pwede rin naman itong 0.400 gawin nyo lang na pwede rin siya ng 0.40. 2 digits after the decimal point. Okay? So, pwede ganyan. Pero, depende sa magiging options nyo pagdating sa midterm exam. Okay? So, I hope, is it clear kung paano ito ginagamit? Pag mole to mole po, i-multiply nyo lang sa molar ratio. Ang molar ratio, dito natin kukunin sa balance chemical equation na. Yung 2:1. Ayun, 2:1. Okay? Next. Mole to mole pa rin po itong ating tatapusin dito sa video. Then, yung ating other video ay sa ibang relationship. Okay? So, now we have the problem. In diagnostic test, ammonium oxalate reacts with calcium chloride. So, ito po yung ating recipe. 1 mole of CaCl2 plus 1 mole of ammonium oxalate, okay, will produce 1 mole of this product, yung calcium oxalate and ammonium chloride. Okay, so ito po yung recipe natin. So, ang ating pong involved sa problem is calcium chloride. Sabi daw dito, if 0.250 mole of calcium chloride reacts completely, ito po yung involved calcium chloride, how many moles of ammonium chloride are formed? Okay, so sige, ilagyan natin ang marking yung involved lang. Bilugan ko yung involved. Ito lang po yung involved. Si calcium chloride at saka si ammonium chloride. Huwag na po natin papakalman yung iba kung sino lang po yung nabanggit sa problem. So, I will underline the given 0.250 mole of CaCl2. And we also have, ang tanong is, how many moles daw nitong NH4Cl ang mapuporm? Okay, now, first, you have to write the given 0.250 again mole of CaCl2 times, pag mole to mole, lagi po nating i-remind ang sarili natin na ang kailangan lang naman natin dito ay yung ating balance chemical equation, which is makikita natin yung mga number na nasa unahan nitong nasa balance chemical equation. Yan po yung ating ilalagay dito. Since calcium chloride itong nasa taas, siya po yung ilalagay natin sa baba. Then, ang hinahanap po natin ay laging nandun sa top, which is the NH4Cl. Okay? So, kokopyahin lang po uli natin yung number na nakikita natin sa balance chemical equation. Like this, 2:1. So, kanino ilalagay yung 1? Dito sa baba, 1. Tapos, dun sa taas, ang 2. Okay? Then, go ahead and multiply lang po. Since ito naman pong nasa bottom ay 1, wala naman po siya epekto sa ating pagsosolve. Bale, ito po, imumultiply nyo lang sa 2. So, ang 0.250, pag minultiply natin sa 2, we have 0.5 or 0.500. So, 0.500 mole or 0.5. Pwede naman 0.5 na lang. Okay? So, 0.500 mole of NH4Cl. Bakit yun ang NH4Cl nga again? Kakancelin kasi natin itong CaCl2. By the way, I'm going to correct this one. Okay? So, pwede rin namang or gawin nating 2 digits after the decimal point, 0.50. mole of NH4Cl. Pero depende siya sa, sa given problem. Okay? So, that's all po muna for this video. I hope ay naintindihan nyo na yung tungkol sa mole to mole. That's all for, and God bless.